going to put out a bench warrant for your arrest.
You practice in front of bench. That's my job or my attorney's job. I'm fully jurist. I'm pro free at first.
Okay, Mr. White, I don't know where you read the stuff that you're saying, but it's legal nonsense.
I'm a beneficiary and I'm a traveler. I'm here under fraud, menace, and
okay, sir.
I travel. I don't drive.
Okay.
I have no time.
All right, guys, we got a new judge going head-to-head with a low IQ sovereign citizen. And let me tell you, this one gets very heated. The sovereign citizen makes a huge mistake and just will not stop talking no matter how many times the judge tries to set him straight. This guy ends up making a big mistake at the end here. And the judge just shuts him down. And it's very satisfying to watch. So let's go ahead and dive and let me know what you guys are watching, how you think the judge handled this one, because I think he did a very good job. But yeah, guys, let's go ahead and dive in and watch the sovereign citizen get destroyed.
On the telephone ending in 1336, tell us your name, please. Wow. Only one of you actually has that phone number, and the other people are just wrong about what their phone number is. Who's calling ending in 1336?
Truly jurist and post person for plaintiff. Stephen, Tyrell, Kohler, White, beneficiary and sovereign. I'm here on the fraud, menace, and arrest. Obituary, Daniel William Norbeck.
Okay, Mr. White, we're going to pop you over in the waiting room because you're just going to be a distraction for all the citizens here willing to apply for laws in your country. We'll pop you over in the waiting room and we'll get back to you. If you guys have ever heard of the term sovereign citizen, that's what one of them sounds like when they carry home to work.
I just love the way this judge is handling it. So far, you can just tell this dude is no nonsense. But let's go ahead and watch how he handles him when he calls him back, and the judge just went through the whole docket, and he left the sovereign citizen waiting. So let's see if he changes his attitude now.
All right, Mr. White, you able to hear me?
Yeah.
I'm going to read this to you so you understand what you're charged with. This says that on January 7th of this year, on 2nd Street there in the city of Fayetteville, that you were driving while license suspended. That is a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to 93 days in jail and or $500 fines to cost. Do you understand your charge?
I do not understand my charge. Any
I'm going to mark you down as not guilty, and we'll set you for a jury trial.
Your Honor, the president on the bench. That's my job or my attorney's job. I'm fully jurist. I'm pro free at first.
Okay, Mr. White, I don't know where you read the stuff that you're saying, but it's legal nonsense. It means nothing in the court of law. So if you're not willing to execute and understand or recognize the authority of the court, my options are I can make you come in for arraignment and not give you a PR bond, and you have to post a bond and not sit in jail. You want to do it that way instead? Right now, if I get through arraignment with you, I'll give you a PR bond. Mr. White?
I'm asking you a question.
What's the question, sir?
I'm not arguing with you, Your Honor. I just want you to hear me.
Okay, but I don't want to listen for 20 minutes. Go ahead and ask your one question, and we'll start there and see if it's a real question.
I'm on the record.
Yes.
It's not going to take 20 minutes, Your Honor. I'll give you my word.
Well, you said you have a question, sir. What's the question you want to ask?
Is this criminal or is it civil?
This is criminal, sir. It's punishable by up to 93 days in jail and or $500 fines and costs.
Hey, if it's criminal, then I have to dismiss the charge.
That was two questions Buddy Pick a struggle here. And no, you cannot get this case dismissed, you idiot. Do you even know how trials work? Because news flash you're not in one. Yet this is literally just a hearing. And my guy is already out here throwing around legal terms like he's some courtroom genius spoiler. He is not, you can just tell from the way he's talking that he has no clue what's going on here, like, sir, you are illegal. Equivalent to tutorial level, and you're already failing. So let me know what you guys think should the judge just kick him out, or should he keep going for another 20 minutes here?
At this point, the fact that there's no sworn testimony, there's no sworn.
It's because this is just arraignment, sir. What you're talking about is trial. That would be several steps down the road. what the penalty is, and for you to enter a plea. You're accused of driving while license suspended. I read to you what the possible penalties are, and I asked you if you wish to plead guilty or not guilty at this time.
No, Your Honor, I'm a beneficiary and I'm a sovereign. I'm here on the fraud, menace,
Okay, sir, those sentences don't mean anything. They have no legal meaning whatsoever.
It's guaranteed by
So
my
I've
constitutional
indicated
right.
that since you can't understand arraignment, I've entered a plea of not guilty on your behalf. I've sent you for a jury trial. You can represent yourself free of charge, or you can hire an attorney. And now you must make a choice, sir, for bond. If we get through the arraignment with you on Zoom, I'm going to give you a PR bond, personal cognizance bond. That means you don't have to post any money. We're essentially trusting you that you'll keep coming back for your court dates. It is no driving without a valid driver's license. If you cannot get that far, in other words, if you really don't understand what's happening here, then I'm not going to allow you to be arraigned by Zoom. I'm going to set you for arraignment in person. Then you will come to this courthouse. You will not get a PR bond. You will get a $300 cash or surety bond, meaning that you will need to post $300 in cash, or you will sit in jail from that day until your trial. So I'll give you a choice. Do you want to be arraigned over Zoom like we're doing today, or would you like to come in and be arraigned in person?
Well, I object to Your Honor, because at this point, I don't even understand the charges. I just do not understand the charges. I'm not trying to.
That's
I'm
fine.
not
No,
being
sir,
funny.
you're allowed to object, and I understand your sentence that you don't understand the charges. And so I will attempt to work with you for a second. I'm going to read the charges to you, okay? This says it takes place on January 7th of this year. You understand that, right? The date that I just read.
I'm saying I do not. At this point, Your Honor, I was saying this. It was a jurisdiction matter. It's a jurisdiction matter. That's what I'm saying. It's a subject matter
Sir,
jurisdiction.
Here's the problem with you arguing jurisdiction. I am a lawyer, so I understand what jurisdiction means. I'm not sure you do.
This judge is seriously playing checkers while this two-brain cell idiot is over here struggling with checkers. And honestly, I just love this guy's approach. You can tell this judge knows exactly what he's doing. He is not falling for any of the usual sovereign citizen nonsense, like in my opinion. At least a lot of judges kind of fumble and deal with these guys. They either get too frustrated or let them ramble on for way too long. But this judge, he's just so perfect. So far, I mean, he shut it down, but he's also just so professional with it too. Like, I don't know if you guys know who Judge Oakley is, but Judge Oakley kind of screams at the defendant, which is fine. But I just love this guy's calm demeanor. It just shows that he's so confident with it. But I know a lot of you guys in the comments might think he's a little bit too harsh. So let me know in the comments if you guys agree with me. I think he's handling it perfectly. But let me know if you guys think he's too harsh.
In Allegan County, and then you're doing so when you're driving privileges the Secretary of State have been suspended or revoked. Because this is the county. Yes.
I'll travel. I don't drive.
Okay.
I have no contact.
Sir, here's what we're doing, Mr. White. You are no longer able to be arraigned by Zoom. What I'm going to do is adjourn this. I'm going to adjourn this, and we will give notice. That's your address there. You will come in, and we will arraign you in person. I'm telling you that I'm not going to give you a personal cognizance bond. Sir?
It has to be. Before
Mr. White.
it has to be a
Mr. White.
drug law.
Because we are on the record, I'm going to make this statement clear. You're going to get notice to appear in front of me. You have two choices. If you do not appear, I'm going to put out a bench warrant for your arrest. If you do appear, we will have this conversation again about arraigning you to see if you understand the charges. But you are not getting a PR bond. You will need to bring with you $300 cash or surety, or you will be in jail. You understand? Those are two options, A and B.
That's a violation of constitutional rights, Your Honor.
Well, no, it isn't, sir. So we're all set for today. We're done talking. We cannot make any progress. You will be asked to come If you choose to not be here, a warrant will be entered for your arrest. And if you do choose to be here, make sure you bring that $300 because you're not getting a personal or cognizant call.
Man, these sovereign citizens really don't listen to Judge Literally. He just said he was at some court date in mail, and yet this guy still acts confused, I guarantee. He was way too busy trying to memorize his little script instead of actually paying attention. This isn't a school presentation sticking to a script. It doesn't help when the judge is literally telling you exactly what's happening, like if it literally just would happen. Listen, he probably could have ended this whole thing by pleading guilty, paying a fine, or even taking a few classes, but instead he chose to be difficult and might even end up spending a few nights in jail. Not exactly the smartest decision, but hey, it's a sovereign citizen. So what do you really expect here? Like, I seriously don't understand these people. The court is literally giving the easiest way out, and they still find a way to make the situation worse. Like, what's the end goal here? If anybody could tell me, please, let me know, like, to prove a point that has never worked and never will. The law is pretty straightforward, at least to me. Like, if you're charged with something, you show up, listen, and handle it like a rational person. But sovereign citizens would rather argue over nonsense and act like they've discovered a secret legal loophole, hey. But at least they make for some great content.